Planned Parenthood stands accused of profiting from abortion, a heinous crime if the allegations are true, but they're not. All the same, Republicans across the country are issuing stern rebukes in the sincerest tones they can muster. And in response to the imaginary crimes, they're all asking themselves the same question: what can we do to stop them? It worked with Acorn, it failed with ObamaCare a record number of times. Republicans are hoping it will work this time with Planned Parenthood. Last week, the Republicans in the House voted to defund Planned Parenthood.
I and many of my House colleagues have voted to defund Planned Parenthood for years now, so...
The odds that the measure would pass the democratically held Senate and then go on to escape a veto by Obama are about on par with the odds of Chris Christie being elected president, or resisting a jelly-filled donut. But the fact that the measure is fantastically unlikely to succeed is of no concern to Republicans. After all, the solution itself is a fantasy. Every year, Planned Parenthood spends about 3% on abortions and receives about a third of their revenue from government funds. Of that money, the total they spend on abortions is zero. It's already federal law that government funds cannot be spent on abortion services. Apparently, this is to appease social conservatives who don't like to see their tax money spent on something they oppose. You know, like how progressives don't have to have their tax money spent on quagmires in the Middle East, capital punishment, or Republican lawmakers that spend all their time in Congress voting for symbolic bills. Even Donald Trump seems hesitant to back plans to go after Planned Parenthood.
You have it as an abortion clinic. Now, that's actually a fairly small part of what they do. They also, however, service women.
Perhaps Trump isn't really that dumb after all.
People would say I'm the super genius of all time.
Never mind.
I'm not supporting Planned Parenthood. Parenthood. Said I was supporting Planned. I'm not.
So we have to look at the positives also for Planned Parenthood. You know, even a guy like you may be convinced it does some positive things.
I'm not supporting Planned Parenthood.
But lest we become complacent, Republican plans to get around Roe v. Wade and crush abortion indirectly, despite the fact that it is legal to do so, have not all been so ineffectual. Red states have been passing restrictive laws to make abortion more difficult, if not impossible. In Texas, state law now requires all women seeking an abortion to have at least 2 visits to the abortion facility. The first to inundate potential abortion recipients with information about medical risks. It's also the law there that unmarried teens cannot receive an abortion without written permission from their parent or guardian. In 4 states, Mississippi, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Wyoming, anti-abortion laws have become so restrictive that only 1 abortion clinic remains in each. So for a lot of women in Mississippi, they'll need to go to the liberal bastion of Alabama to receive an abortion, where state law now allows judges to appoint attorneys to represent fetuses in certain abortion cases. So as you watch Republicans report with pride that their do-nothing bill has passed the do-nothing House, let it be a reminder to you of the effective legislation happening in state legislatures nationwide. And this question: